Hi everyone, today I'll be interviewing with Lynne on a great chapter contribution titled Debunking Detox Myths to Live a Healthier, Happier Life. This is part two of our webinar with Lynne. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a technical glitch with part one, so we're doing our best to pick up where we left off. Also, we will be revisiting some of parts one prior to moving on to the remainder of Lynne's great PowerPoint presentation. Lynne, thanks again for taking time to complete your presentation. I look forward to learning more about the great info you have for us. So let's see if we can just go back to where we left off, which was shopping for your detox.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out to people that one of the mistakes that I've noticed that some people make is that they get all of this material and they see the long shopping list, and what they have a tendency to do is jump in there and go in and want to buy everything on the shopping list, which proves to be very expensive. So what I caution people to do is to review all of the materials when you get them and decide what recipes you're going to make for that week. And you add it to your meal plan for the week, and then you shop only for those recipes. So there's no need to purchase the entire list of foods. Some people that I've had do that end up spending American dollar wise well over $200, which is a lot of money. So, you know, as we get older, we have to be aware of the fact that we're shopping on a budget. Mm-hmm. So only purchase what you need for the week, and where possible, shop organic. But again, realizing some people are on a tight budget. If you can't afford to go into the store and buy organic, then I would suggest that you go to a local produce stand, which is probably the better option for getting close to organic. And of course, it's a lot cheaper buying it that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I love about not just this tip, but everything that you covered prior to this in our first webinar that we recorded. You know, the tips are practical and cost effective at the same time. So it just, you're cutting out a lot of excuses that some people may have, like, well, it's too expensive. You're saying, well, it doesn't have to be. Here's how to work around it.
Right.
You know, like maybe a person only needs like a few items on the list because that's part of their regular nutrition plan, and just make the most out of the resources that you do have and go from there.
Right. So that's really all about shopping for the detox. And then what you find within the detox is it's not just about food. So what you learn with detoxing is that self-care is involved. When you detox your body, it's not just about what you're putting into it food-wise, but there are some of the things that you do that actually detox your life, detox your mind, detox not just your body, but your emotional life. So meditation is a great thing to do. And that doesn't mean, I know for some people for years, I used to think, oh, meditation, that's a bit woo-woo. But you can do some simple meditations where you visualize. For me, it would be sitting on a beach in the peaceful beach area with the water just lapping at my feet, imagining myself in the sun and just breathing it all in. So you can do meditation that way. You can meditate on certain phrases if you want to meditate on something spiritual or something, some quote from the Bible that really helps to calm you down, or some kind of self-affirmation. And then there are meditations that you can do that help you to relax your body, and you can buy apps for those. I have an app that was $1.99. You can get free apps to go on your phone, and they help take you through a meditation that from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, it helps you relax and get rid of the tension. So that is very important when you're detoxing, because what's the point of detoxing yourself physically with your food if it's still loaded with toxins from stress, anxiety. So,
it could be like your own negative thoughts or perhaps unhealthy relationships.
Yes.
And, we try to do our best to minimize the negativity and the toxicities in our life. It's not always easy. Like, perhaps you just work in a toxic environment, but you do have bills to pay. So at least during your own free time, I guess, like, what you're basically saying is just, it's damage control. And like, say, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like, don't get caught in that, I guess, downward spiral, saying, well, I had a rough day at work, I'll take it home with me. So I'm doing my physical cleanse, but you're just not in a good headspace.
Right.
If you find yourself going back to negative, just, don't dump on yourself. Like, for being there, it's like, recognize it for what it is. It's like, and just keep reminding yourself of the benefits and just switch back to the positive side of things.
Right. And of course, thinking about work, breathing is something that if you find yourself being stressed at work, just doing some simple breathing exercises, you can just inhale real deeply and then exhale. Or another good one is to inhale for 7 seconds, to hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then whoosh it out for 8 seconds. Mm-hmm. And you can do that 4 times. After that, you'll begin to get a little bit dizzy. Mm-hmm. But that's something that you can do anywhere, grocery shopping, or you with your kids and they're driving you crazy, or your grandkids. Yeah. Just some simple breathing exercises can help get rid of that bad energy around you. And the same thing with gratitude meditations. Just really meditating on what we're thankful for, because every time we think about something bad going on, mm-hmm. or something that's negative, there's still so much more that we can be thankful for. So gratitude meditations are a great way for changing your mindset. Most definitely, yes. Yes.
I've heard a lot of people just recommending having a gratitude journal, and even if the smallest thing that you see out there, and it may seem insignificant, well, if you have a lot of tiny things, it does add up to a larger kind of force in your life, in a sense.
Right. And the last thing I got on the self-care thing here, because it's a big thing in the detox program that I run. And, I don't just run this one, I run several detox programs, all a little bit different, but they all go into body brushing. And the way that you detox is that the toxins go out through your lymphatic system, and body brushing really stimulates that. So what you're doing is you're getting a dry body brush, and you can get one at the health food store. You can buy one on Amazon. They're cheap. Mm-hmm. You can go into Walgreens and get one, and you're brushing your skin in a round circular movement, and you're going up towards your heart. So from your hands all the way up to your shoulder, and then from your feet all the way up toward your heart, but from your head, from your shoulders, you're going on down toward your heart. And the body brushing stimulates the lymphatic system and helps to get rid of toxins. So that's something, even if you're not on a detox plan like this, mm-hmm. is something that you should incorporate every day. You do it dry. You can do it in the shower, but it's best done dry. And it's something that you can have a daily practice of that will help stimulate the lymphatic system and get rid of those toxins. And in my detox, there are lots of instructions in the materials that are sent out. These are just a few that we've covered in this webinar as a whole. Mm-hmm. But these are a few things. Self-care is very important. It's not something that think of as, oh, that's selfish, taking care of me. If you don't take care of me, then how can you then take care of somebody else and be on top of your game if you're not feeling good? So it's really important.
Well, and that's great information that you're sharing. I have read a little bit about body brushing, but I really didn't realize the tremendous benefits from it.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, if there's anything that you recommend to kind of prep yourself before the body brushing. And I'm far from being an expert. That's why I'm happy that you joined us. And perhaps you can share your insight about people say bouncing on a mini trampoline. I've heard that's supposed to help.
Yes, it does. Yes, and it doesn't even have to be on a trampoline. You can just jump up and down on the floor, but that really gets to stimulating your system and does the same thing. It moves the toxins out of your body. You can do things like having a bath in Epsom salts, putting maybe a bit of lavender in to calm you down, but the Epsom salts also has a detoxifying effect.
Yes.
And people ask about exercising when they're on a detox, because they tend to feel, gosh, if you're detoxing, you're starving yourself. None of my detox programs ever cause you to be hungry. There's always plenty of food to eat, so there's no reason why you cannot exercise. In fact, you know, as you say, doing the jumping on the trampoline, just jumping up and down, they're all very good. So exercising is not something that you have to stop doing because you're on a detox.
Well, that's good to know, because with a lot of the things we do, it is out of habit. And if somebody believes that they need to take, say, 7 to 21 days away from their exercise routine, it may be a challenge for them to get back on board with things. So perhaps not necessarily follow the exact routine that they were prior to doing the detox. It could be just like a lighter version of it, but still do something for yourself.
Yes, yes. Exercising is a great stress reliever for you, so it's a great thing to incorporate with a detox.
Fantastic.
So I think that's pretty much all on the self-care. That's something, again, that don't just do when you're on a detox, but you should do on a regular basis, because it's very important for us to take care of ourselves.
Fantastic information.
Yep. So